folks. Today I want to talk about stage 2 phalloplasty. So this is going to be quite a explicit video. I'm not going to flash anything, so don't worry, but I am going to talk about my intimate parts, so if you don't want to listen to that, navigate away. So yesterday I went to London to see Mr Garaffa. I don't know who's doing my stage 2, it'll be him or Mr Christopher, but when you ask to see someone you can specify or just see anybody, and I just needed some questions answered and Mr Garaffa was available, so me and Drew popped into London to see him. He's a really, really lovely guy. He's incredibly eccentric, but really lovely. I really like Mr Christopher, but I find him quite difficult to get some definite answers about. He's quite laid back, and I'm such a kind of control freak that I really need to kind of have concrete things answered in concrete ways, and Mr Garaffa is a lot better at that, I think. My biggest query about stage 2, in Here Comes the Intimate bit, is whether or not to bury my T-dick. Now my T-dick was my clitoris. I don't call it that, I call it my T-dick, so if you hear that word, that's what I'm referring to. My T-dick is my clitoris. Right, so bury it or not bury it. Basically what they do in the UK is two things. You either leave it unburied, in which they just take off the hood of it, and then they close everything else up around it, but the clitoris is left out, sticking out of it. Or if you want it buried, they strip it right back to just the clitoris and then kind of put it just under the phallus and skins on top of it, buried. Now, they say that obviously if you want more pleasing aesthetic looks, how it looks, then bury it. If you want more sensation, leave it unburied. Of course I want sensation, but I also don't want some strange random thing sticking out under my dick. I should differentiate between two dicks. T-dick is my T-dick, and dick is my new penis. Right, okay. So, my issue is feeling. I have a sex drive for the first time in my life, and I do not want anything to mess with it. This surgery, everything we go through actually as trans people, involves a risk, and you have to balance up those risks, and I was willing to risk enough to have a penis created. But I don't want a penis that I can't then have fun with, which is what concerns me. Now, it's difficult because I'll be having stage 2 around January time, by which time I'll be about 4 months post-op. Now, it can take a year to 18 months for sensation to come in my new penis. So I would like to gauge whether or not to have my T-dick buried by how much feeling I've got on my new penis. Because if I don't have much sensation, or I'm finding it difficult to orgasm, then at least I can revert to the old equipment. That's my thinking, you see. But I need stage 2 done in January. It makes sense because of uni and everything else. I can't put it off. I just want all that gone down there now. I'm in a lot of pain internally from where testosterone is shrinking all the old equipment inside, and so I'm having what feels like horrendous period cramps quite frequently at 2 AM in the morning. It seems to be their favourite time. I don't get it. So I need that gone. But I don't know what to do. I really, see, this might be a bit long-winded, so just bear with me while I kind of shoot my thoughts out of my head at you. I've said before that I was thinking about meta, not phallo, when I first thought about lower surgery, and that is because of what I've grown on T. I love my T-dick. I love how it's grown. I love how it looks like a little mini penis. I realise I can't do much with it, but it's able to get its own hard-ons, and it looks like a little penis. And it's been sad to have to say goodbye to that. There's been a big process of this. I realised I couldn't have meta because for me that would have been less than what I was having, because I was using a peacock for everything. So to have meta would have meant I couldn't have even used a peacock, and I would have had a loss. So I had to go for phallo. But I was kind of thinking maybe I could just keep the remnants of my T-dick and not have it buried. But it's changed so dramatically from stage 1 already that I don't like it. So I am actually thinking more towards burying it for that reason. It feels untidy and unclean. At the moment, I mean, okay, this is TMI coming in here. T-dicks are hard to clean. Really, really hard to clean. I'm sure bio-dicks are as well. But, you know, you've got the hood and you're trying to clean under it. It can be a statistical nightmare. whatever. You try having a penis on top of it and trying to get under your penis to clean said T-dick. It's even more difficult. So I'm thinking, when I'm closed up and I have 2 testicles, is it going to be even harder to clean? Now they removed the hood, so that makes it somewhat easier. I think even by making this video I'm going to make my mind up, aren't I, just talking out loud. So I guess the clean issue will be sorted out, but it's still messy in my head in terms of bits sticking out there. Ugh. But then the other alternative is to risk burying it and losing some sensation. Now, I have chatted to other guys who've had this done, and the majority of people say that it hasn't affected their sensation whatsoever. A lot of people say they can orgasm as a cis male would in, jerking off, whatever, and having penetrative sex, that they orgasm through there. Which is great, because the other part of me thinks I don't want to have a dick and then have to stimulate my old dick to orgasm. That just seems silly as well, and it just feels quite dysphoric to me. It is this annoying thing about sensation. I'm so scared of losing it. The third option I can go for right now is to leave it unburied, see how I go, and then if I'm not sure, they can bury it later. So that could be an option as well. And it might be, I think, probably what I go for if I'm still this undecided. But I can decide right up until that morning, basically, what I want to do. The morning of surgery. So I'm just going to keep doing my research, really, but I just wanted to kind of share my rambling thoughts with you on it at the moment, because it helps me as well. And if anybody else out there has had the experience having the same thoughts, please do drop me a message in the comments below and on my Facebook page. I'd love to chat, because this is not an easy decision. Part of me now is just so in love with my new penis and the way my new body looks that I don't really want any memory of the old bits, so to have them gone would be good. It is the only thing that really is stopping me now, which has completely changed what it was. What it was before was I wanted to keep my T-dick because I was proud of it and I loved it. Now I don't. The only reason I want to keep it now is because I'm so scared that if I haven't got enough sensation, what am I going to do? So, don't know. I will check in again about this as I learn more. So any thoughts on all of this? Please do drop me a message in the comments or on my Facebook, Tumblr, wherever. Talk to me, because I'm confused. Yes. Thanks for listening and for watching. Take care, guys. See you soon.